you're ready to set your mind to peace. So find yourself in a comfortable position where you feel safe and undisturbed for the remainder of this meditation. This meditation will calm your mind and connect with inner stillness that's naturally available to you right now. It will work in 4 sections. Feel free to skip to any section or repeat it if you feel you need to work on it a bit more intensely. And let's start with making sure your body is relaxed, your eyes are closed, and your arms are in comfortable position. Let's deal with those racing thoughts. Observe your thoughts. Notice, what are the thoughts running through your mind? And notice the gap between you as observer and the thoughts. And since you observe the thoughts, you're not the thoughts. Just keep observing them. You may pick any specific thought and follow it through, or just keep your mind still, focus on your breath, and notice how thoughts arise and fall. And as you observe your thoughts, keep guiding your attention to your breath as you observe your thoughts, and keep bringing your focus and attention to the breath through your heart, and allow the thoughts to pass. Notice that if you don't feed the thought, don't engage the thought, it appears to disappear. Notice how some thoughts seem to be more compelling and others less so. Keep observing. As you observe the thoughts, notice, where are they coming from? Who is creating them? Who is the thinker? You may ask yourself, who thought this thought? Who thought this thought before it appeared in your consciousness? Who is the thinker? Observing the thoughts. Observe searching for the thinker. And observe how you observe. And notice how you keep separation between a thought, the thinker, and observer. Notice perspective, observer perspective. How you're not the thought, you're not even the thinker, you're observer of the thought coming into observation. And yes, observe how you may create a thinker, specific thinker, creating specific thoughts, and observe how you can dissolve a thinker, stop creating thinker, stop creating thoughts, through playing with your observation, through playing with your attention. So play with your attention. Be playful, be curious, and observe. Observe your thoughts, observe your breath. Give yourself a moment to let the thoughts race without needing to engage with them, without needing to stop them, do anything with them, just by choosing to set your focus of observation. And you can always observe your breath. And as you observe the breath, you set your attention to your breath, away from your thoughts, and observe how you identify with a thinker, how you create a thinker, creating specific thoughts that feel important or less so. And try to play a game of not creating thinkers and not engaging with the thoughts, instead returning your attention back to your breath, back to being observer of your breath. And each time you catch yourself thinking, creating thoughts, engaging with the thoughts, playing with the thoughts, see it as an exercise to exercise your willpower and your strength in being creator of your reality, choosing to observe your breath. Stay still, stay observant of your mind, stay still, and bring your attention to your breath. Keep breathing, and whenever ready, turn to observing your feelings. What do you sense? Try to avoid intellectualizing and labeling emotions. Instead, see it as energy in motion. Just sense. Play with the senses. Allow yourself to feel the senses, even overwhelming ones. Be curious. Try not to label a feeling overwhelming. Just sense. Allow yourself to feel without labels, without intellectualizing and thinking. Just feel. And as you allow yourself to feel, you may notice feelings calming down. Some feelings may calm down, others may not. And switch to a next phase. Start observing stories. Start noticing how you relate to your feelings. Notice that there's this sense, how it feels physically in your body, and notice that there is this other quality which comes from a story, from a meaning, from judgment of what does it mean to feel tingling in your belly, pressure in your head, or whatever sensation you may feel. Allow emotions to flow. Allow feelings to flow. Be observant of the story and divorce the story. Let go any story for the moment, or at least be curious. Be curious of creating the most empowering story you can. Allow yourself to feel. Divorce negative stories and engage positive stories. And notice how removing or changing story is creating feelings, is creating emotions and senses in your body. And notice how divorcing stories, removing feelings, judgments, removing meanings, is removing charge the feelings hold, allowing you to be in control of your senses, be in control of your creation. Keep feeling and keep noticing the meaning, the story. As you return your attention to your breath, breathe through your emotions, breathe through the feelings. And as you breathe, and as you play with the stories, remember, you are observer. You observe and create. You observe and create your feelings. And as you divorce the story and a feeling and a meaning, ask yourself, what if this feeling is serving me well? What if there's a way to feel this with love? Explore with curiosity what ifs, positive, loving, and empowering what ifs. And notice how well asked what if allows you to become in control, in charge of your feelings. Notice how you create the stories, how you create selection of the stories you endorse with your attention. And just by asking, what if this feeling is not the label I chose? What if this feeling is not overwhelm? What if it's excitement? What if this is me feeling abundant, overjoyed? What if lack of feeling is actually a good thing? Allow yourself to be still and curious of empowering what ifs. And once in a while, you may encounter a difficult story difficult to shake and disengage. And for this practice only, try to disengage from all the feelings and all the stories which feel disempowering and draining, while keeping and not engaging any good feelings. For this meditation only, you don't have to force and create positive emotions. Engage from all of them. Embrace all emotions as equal. And whenever you feel stuck, play another game. Play a powerful mantra of so what. If you feel overwhelmed still, ask yourself, so what? And allow yourself to embrace the so what of feeling, any feeling, being safe and undisturbed in this meditation, knowing that all this happens only in your imagination, and you are creator of your imagination. And since you create it, you can uncreate it and recreate it to your liking. You are creator of your senses and feelings through changing the stories you're willing to create. And so what? That you created a bad story. So what? That you sensed uncomfortable feeling. So what? You get to create another feeling, another story right now, in a present moment, moment to moment. And with these tools and these games available, return your attention back to your breath, feeling and breathing, allowing yourself to breathe, allowing yourself to feel, being thankfully present in a moment, right now. Feel free to stay here as long as you like and play with your feelings. And whenever ready, move on to connecting deeply with your body. Now that your mind is not creating stories, is not creating thoughts, and now that your mind is not amplifying your thoughts with the stories, you're able to sense the reality for what it is, in your body. So allow your sense to sense the feelings, to sense the sensations, physical senses in your body, any internal or external sense, comfort and discomfort, all the equal. Allow yourself to feel. And notice what you notice. And if you notice your mind wandering to your thoughts, creating thinkers, bring it back to your body and senses. If you feel enticing feelings showing up, pulling you in directions, pulling your attention away from your body, acknowledge, release, and bring your attention back to your body. Feel at peace in your body. Allow yourself to feel. And notice and ask yourself, where is this coming from? What's the cause? And you can inquire about the cause in discerning, non-judgmental way. You want to discern, is this something threatening me? Is this something that my body can deal with it if only I stepped out of my way? Inquire about the cause and allow the cause to appear in your consciousness. And notice how you relate to the sense. Notice how you relate to the cause. Release any feeling, any thought about potential consequences, disaster scenarios, or maybe even wishful, hopeful scenarios. For a moment, divorce them all. Allow yourself to observe. Just observe with curiosity what might be causing this. And this is something just passing in the present moment. Allow it to pass. If this feels important sense, like a disease or ailment that has been there for a while, allow yourself to feel without need to amplify or nullify the feeling or sensation. Inquire about the cause, physically, mentally, and emotionally, knowing full well that there was a part of you which created this feeling and sensation, either by choosing your physical environment and actions you took, either by thinking certain thoughts and taking certain actions, either by choosing to identify with certain stories. With these actions, you create any sense and sensation in your body. Allow yourself to take the responsibility without judgment. No need to guilt and shame yourself for not knowing any better, for creating these discomforts in a body. Allow yourself to forgive. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to create a healing reality where you don't need to guilt and shame yourself, deepening your wounds and discomfort. Remove the cause in your imagination. Allow yourself to remove the cause in your imagination. And since all is possible in your imagination, you can certainly imagine yourself healed by simply allowing yourself to feel the cause, allowing yourself to heal the cause, since your body naturally heals without needing it to tell it to heal. Your body does not need your permission to heal. It heals automagically. as long as you step out of its way, as long as you remove the cause physically, mentally, emotionally. Allow yourself to feel at ease in your body, imagining being at ease and peace, imagining with cause removed, your body healed over time with love and care. Allow yourself to relax, removing any guilt and shame, giving yourself full forgiveness. You love yourself, you forgive yourself. You love yourself, you forgive yourself. Mind, I forgive you. Thoughts, I forgive you. Heart, I forgive you. Body, I forgive you. Forgive yourself and return back to observation, or stay here as long as you like, allowing yourself to feel at ease in your body. And whenever ready, bring your attention back to your breath. And for the remainder of this meditation, you will accelerate healing, forgiveness, and embody unconditional peace of mind through practice of magnetic heart breath. Keep your eyes closed. Put your hands on your heart and feel your breath. Focus your attention on your breathing. Feel the breath flowing through your heart, through the pure place in your heart, full of love, happiness, peace, bliss, fulfillment. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel your breath through your heart, bringing your attention exclusively to your breath. Allow yourself to observe pure observation. Release any need to control your mind, control your thoughts, control your feelings, control your body. Relax. Let go. Be at ease, releasing and slipping into ease with each exhalation, and bringing you back to the present moment with each inhalation through your breath, feeling your heart filling up with love, peace, and gratitude. Naturally, you may feel bliss filling your heart. You may not. Allow yourself to feel the breath. Allow yourself to feel without judgment, without needing to change, adjust anything but your attention. Keep bringing your attention with pure love back to your breath. And with each time you catch yourself off guard, not focusing on your breath, be thankful for another repetition to strengthen your ability to stay thankfully present to your breath, through your heart, building your magnetic heart muscles, like going to gym, getting stronger with each rep. This is what catching yourself off guard is doing for you. Be thankful. It makes you stronger. Keep bringing, even if it is every single second. But you need to remind yourself to breathe, to observe the breath through your heart. Feel the breath through your heart. Feel free to stay here as long as you like, breathing through your heart, feeling internal, natural peace of mind, without needing to do anything, noticing how peace arises naturally, effortlessly so. And whenever ready, allow yourself to open your eyes and have it magical.